So it seems that we're in a time of transformation for our society right now, for our world story. And it seems more important now to have stories that can guide us through these transitions that we're facing. And this seems like one of the most important things that we can do. And so I'm really excited to have this conversation because that's what we're here to do. Is we're here to allow these old stories, let them become new stories so that they can guide us through our specific time with the wisdom of the stories that have been told for many, many, many years, and perhaps weaving in the new contextuals that make this story even more relevant. So when you think about the story for our time right now, what are some of the stories that start to come alive for you when you start thinking about where we are right now as a culture?
The first one is a style of story, a style of myth from ancient Greece, which is referred to in ancient Greek as apocalypsis, which then becomes Latinized and then becomes part of the Christian Bible, and it becomes apocalypse. But it originally did not mean a fiery end of everything or zombies. It didn't really include zombies.
There will be people disappointed that it doesn't include zombies,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. And the zombies could be a good modern addition, I think, maybe. But anyway, the word means collapse renewal. Collapse renewal. And so that's one way to understand what we're going through. We're at the end of an era. In a sense, the world has already ended in the world that we had or thought that we had. And the new one hasn't shown up yet. And so we're in a dislocated condition, mythologically and even cosmologically. But I think it's helpful to imagine that at the end of an era, you get collapse and renewal. The way in a forest, the big trees, even the ancient trees, will finally fall down and they'll rot back into the earth, and they'll be the food of the next forest coming up. And we're in that falling down, rotting down place, but secretly the forest of life is creating new life. And so in a way, I imagine our job is to witness the collapse and find a way to contribute to the recreation. So mythologically, the world can't end. To me, that's a helpful idea. I can't prove it, and if it does end, there's not going to be anybody around to say I was wrong. But the word end doesn't mean finito, good night, goodbye. The word end really refers to remnant or a loose end. And so the old mythological idea is the next world is made from the loose ends of the one that just collapsed.